Alright, hello YouTube. Here is my first Fortnite video, and I thought I wanted to post this one here because it's my first win. So bear with me on my amateur commentating here. Essentially what's going on here, we are playing squads. There's 4 of us. Me, Marty, St. Louis, so I'm ex Zetterberg. So this is the first person view of Zetterberg here. Marty St. Louis, otherwise known as Troy Tranton. Mr. Benjamin Favreau and his girlfriend's nephew, and I believe his name is Daniel. So what are we doing here? We landed at the gas station. I don't know why we call it that, because I don't think there's any gas here. It's some sort of motel to the north. I'll periodically look at the map here, as this is a post-video commentary. But basically, we're north, kind of west of the desert area, which the name is eluding me right now. So basically, me and Marty, we kind of landed together, and then Favreau and his girlfriend's nephew, we're gonna call him Daniel. Let's hope that's his name. They landed a little bit to the west of us, and I don't think at the beginning of this video or the beginning of this game that we encountered too much resistance. So we have some time to collect some items here, which is nice. I think we're just about done in this area. I don't hear Marty anywhere around me, so. Some band-aids. Those can come in handy. I think overall, to this point, I think all I have is the purple minigun, and I don't think I even end up using it in this video. There's Troy right there. Marty, Troy, same guy. Yeah, okay, here's where we head out. We head to the desert area, whatever it's called. Anarchy Acres. You can see how that quick map blimp. We have our buddies are still west of us here, making their way over to us. So. Alright, here's good old Anarchy. So I get lucky here, or we get lucky here. No resistance at the quote-unquote gas station, and no huge resistance at the at Anarchy here. So it doesn't look like anyone actually even landed here, so it was very fortunate. I remember a game or two later, I attempted the same thing, landing here first, and just got pounded. So you know, some of these first place games, they got to start off a little slow, because you know, we're building an inventory here, boosting my shield. I got one of my favorite guns upstairs, which I use for the duration. You'll see it in a few minutes. It's definitely not the base AR. another shield. Another minigun. I believe I signal Artie to come get that one. Hunting rifle. I tried to make this work and get it in my inventory. And here we go. Legendary Scar. So, that works out for me for a while. Yeah, another thing with this game, I believe I had like quite a few medkits. You can see our buddies are now in Anarchy with us, so we got our whole squad here. I'm sure Daniel will be interested in that pump. Usually is. And I think we're getting ready to leave Anarchy here, and this is when things start to heat up a little bit. You know, I'm pretty stacked at this point. I recall Troy asking me for... Troy Marty, same guy, remember. I recall him asking me if I had any spare pistol bullets, because he had a minigun and a pistol. Both use the small bullets. In retrospect, I probably should have dropped it for him since I don't think I used my minigun at all, but at this point, you know, I was just too selfish to actually give it to him, so that was good. Collecting good old-fashioned wood here. There's Troy. There's Favreau. Destroying the silos. When we get another good item here right before we leave. I think at this point I'm too stacked on items. I usually just call them all out. My teammates here. It's another pump. Yeah, the chest behind. There. The bush! It's quite a humorous item, which I believe I call Troy to come get, and you'll see it in live action quite a few times from my point of view. So Daniel's going to get the pump, Troy's going to grab the bush here. There's Daniel. And there's Troy. Getting his patented bush. After this game, you'll see why it's patented. So we're just on the edge of the circle now, moving in. And finally leaving Anarchy to get our first taste of combat here. So we're about 9 minutes in. Haven't gotten any combat yet. Just not overly exciting, but like I was saying, you know, it has to be. Some of these games have to start slow in order to make it to the end. So. So we got Daniel leading the way here. Favreau in front of me. And I'm assuming Troy, otherwise known as the Bushmaster, is somewhere behind me. Good vending machine there. Daniel's going for the drop here. Building a little bit of a tower there to protect himself. And there's two of them ahead of us here, so I recall calling this out to the teammates. Heading our way. Sure they saw the drop. And there we got the first bush contact to my left here. And here comes my first kill. Down. And eliminated. Gun is just too good. I don't think I'm hitting anything there. So you can see there's a team that actually came up behind these guys. Started rocketing the back of the house, so you guys are in some bad position here. I don't think we wanted to be overly aggressive here. Well, I certainly didn't. Favreau comes up to my right here and tries to get a better angle. If that's Troy or Favreau. Yeah, it's Favreau there. Daniel's behind me, making a base. Ooh. He's getting shot at. Running away with his tail in between his legs. And then somebody just goes crazy with the minigun. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's hitting anything. And I just seem to be playing the waiting game here a little bit. And they're retreating. Got scared shitless of the big base and us being spread out, and possibly the bush. It's always a threatening sight too. There's quite a few of them that are kind of geeking here. Favreau's going in. Giving chase, you might say. Some sniping going on to my left. There's Joe Bush sitting on a ramp. And those guys are way gone. Okay, you can see kind of in the circle here, like everyone that's left in the game. There's not many left at this point. I think there's around 10. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out behind us, because, I mean, at this point I wasn't really sure where anyone was. Just so happens that they are all in front of us. Let's see the circle closing in on us here a little bit. Huge base that Daniel just built is now going to be out of the circle. Drop coming down here. Got a bush to my left here. A couple of drops. And there's the bush running for the drop. Looks just ridiculous. ends up getting a yellow scar, which is probably the best gun in the game, in my opinion, other than the explosives. But to be honest, I suck with explosives, so I never make good use of them. But I guess they're pretty good for knocking down bases anyway. Used the grenade launcher once on somebody, like when I was right beside them, and that didn't work out very well. We got boxed out here. Okay, so we got the bush here. We got building another base just inside the circle. Yeah, this base is pretty badass. See, there's a group of them trying to get into the circle here. I make a dash for this house to try to go into the circle more, and then I realize I'm actually running out of the circle. So it was kind of stupid. Then I realized I might as well try to grab some ammo while I'm here at least, and I don't think there was any ammo. Bricks though. Yeah, the base looks pretty badass. 2 of them. Credit to Favreau and Daniel there. I know Troy the Bush Trenton can't build like that, so. We're getting shot at. So we got one of the bases ahead of us there. Bush to my left. I just want to note, you know, I was telling, actually just hold on. Yeah, this is where I make a mad dash and get stuck in shot. So the circle closed in and I had to move. I don't think he ends up hitting me, but it was a bit of a risky move. But yeah, what I was going to note is that, you know, Troy the Bush Trenton actually followed me this game, which is, you know, something I always ask him to do. And, you know, he never does. And, you know, I usually end up dying alone. But he actually followed me this game, which was, you know, appreciated. Because, you know, obviously when he listens to me, we win, so that's good. So we got Favreau and Daniel are up on the hill there, kind of distracting the fire, and kind of sneaking in here under the cliffs. At this point, I don't think there's much more than 8 people left. Trap Troy under the stairs. Wish I had this on party chat, because I'm sure he's bitching. So basically, we're just trying to get a better kind of view at the base here. You can see Favreau is getting rocketed over there on the cliff. So we see these two guys actually fighting each other. Since we have our entire squad left, and there's only like 7 guys, we'll happily let this play out. Got the wall coming up behind us here. The bush is shooting for whatever reason. I'm sure he's not hitting anything. Troy's piggybacking on my building. Usual. So we're in pretty good shape right now. Squad alive. There's only 2 of them left, I think. Start getting rocketed here. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage though. So the metal gets shot down. I take some falling damage. Luckily I end up right under the cliff here to heal. And it gives me a really good position on them in a minute. One of them down. Dusts me with the rocket there. I believe this is the last guy now. Troy going crazy with his minigun. Last kill coming up. Woohoo! First win! All 4 of us still alive. Pretty impressive.